Long wait times at shippers and receivers and how to handle them. That's what this video is about. I think it's very, very different to have a long wait time at a receiver versus an actual shipper. I mean, at a shipper, shame on you, right? You're getting that truck order not used and get out of there.
Yeah, at some point, absolutely. I say, Netflix subscription always helps.
Well, you even have, guys, if you're at that shipper and they're holding you up and you manage to say, hopefully you negotiated a little bit more money for that wait time. Make sure that part of that deal is you get that revised rate con with that new delivery time.
Yes, absolutely. Very important piece. First of all, it's very important to communicate back to your dispatcher, or if you your own dispatcher, then obviously you want to push the party that you took that load from, and then to make sure you're getting paid, because pretty much industry standard, anything over 2 hours requires a detention pay. By the way, there is really no secret or some specific number that's technically is accepted industry wide. I noticed through the years that number has been decreasing,
which is a good thing.
Oh man, we used to sometimes get $100 an hour, man.
No, you're right. Spoke too fast.
So $100 an hour, but right now everybody got caught into this, layover, because layover used to be $250. Now we treat layover like truck order not used, $150. So at some point, even if we promise you whatever, $50, $60, $80 an hour or $100 an hour,
it's going to get capped by that layover.
It's going to be capped at that $150 or $250, whatever that is. And back in the day, I remember when I started, doing dispatching, man, that everything was negotiable. Everything. So sometimes, detention was a pretty sweet deal. Layovers, man, I haven't seen one of those for a long, long time, reasonably paid.
Right.
Because sometimes, again, it depends how bad we need you.
Yeah, and I think I have seen them paid out if it rolls into the weekend, but not by much. It's still probably not worth sitting on something over the weekend, but it will be more than...
The numbers that I've seen recently, it rarely goes over 150 or 250 per day, which is total bullshit. It doesn't cover owner-operators' time for sure, 100%. Back in the day, we used to calculate per day. So, do you want layover? Okay, that's going to be $750, sir.
Yeah.
And if a weekend is in the way, however many days that is.
And then all of this it talks about also when the customer refuses to pay detention. Man, that's almost like business as usual. Do you know how many times we have to fight 2, 3, 4, 5 points of contact before we can get detention?
Yeah, man. I say again, I think it is just in recent years, I've seen a lot of people entering this, trucking arena, negotiating rates and so on, and we really have no skills or experience in doing that. And because of that, I think the brokers are winning, the shippers are winning, because back in the day we used to fight, man, for our drivers, for the money. Now everybody is already conditioned. If you ask for anything more than that PS baseline,
right,
you are some sort of predator.
No, yeah. And I mean, listen, man, we interview a fair share of dispatchers, right? Always looking for the right individual to fit, to onboard and so forth. And we'll get former brokers looking to onboard, and man, they'll say it. They don't pay detention.
On purpose.
Yeah. Until you call maybe on the third time. So that tells you how aggressive you actually have to be in order to get your money.
Yes, and I think most people, because for the most part, it's a rare situation that we don't recover the detention, unless there is some other circumstances. However, I think the only reason you're not getting paid for detention is because whoever is dealing with a broker is not doing a good job. So if it's you gotta be on it. You gotta be calling that guy left and right all the time until he's gonna get tired of you and he's gonna pay you the detention. Or your dispatcher needs to do the same thing, because if we just call and the broker, a lot of times we say, oh yeah, just bill us. Oh yeah, and then how and then you're gonna underpay me, and then what? So no, I need a rate confirmation.
Yeah.
And then you just keep on bugging them, because we literally, like we've heard, just like Rishin mentioned, some brokers say we would issue the detention pay, but only if we can't get away with that. And can't get away with that, it doesn't mean no going to court or anything. It just means if the carrier just walks away and forgets about it, free money for them.
Yeah, so and then that's the point. So what can you do here? I think a lot of the magic is done in the back office portion, right? Because like, what control do you have of the actual shipping and receiving docks and offices? And it's just people. People are gonna, sometimes it works slower than others. I think the pressure has to be applied from the back office to their upper management, and shit rolls downhill, and then you get some movement.
Yeah, you just gotta be professionally aggressive.
I like that. Professionally aggressive.
Yeah, professionally aggressive. You obviously got to let the broker know all the time, because again, how many times we had the situation where the driver, for whatever crazy reason, just decides to sit quietly for 5, 6, 7 hours, and only then speaks up to the dispatcher. That's it. You lost it, man.
It's too late.
It's too late. It's very, very important to communicate with the dispatcher or the broker. You want to let them know, you want to give them a heads up at least half an hour before detention kicks in, which is 2 hours for the most part. Some 3, but those are cheap-ass brokers. And then once the detention starts, you call them in again, and you just keep updating them, and you keep that record, because that's the only thing that's going to help you out.
Yep, there you go. So hopefully this helps. If not, it's something to watch while you're getting loaded for 6 hours.
Yeah, Netflix helps. YouTube, I like YouTube. YouTube is my favorite.
All right, my people, be safe, drive safe. We'll talk soon.
All right, guys, stay positive.
Owner-operator partnership is very real. I got tons of guys who are making $4,000 take-home. Learn how you can do that by giving me a call at 863-342-5171. We are conveniently located in Lakeland, Florida. We are a Florida-based trucking company that is here to provide you resources to be successful. So once again, it's 863-342-5171.